It's been a minute, guys. Hi, guys. Hope you're doing good and you've been keeping safe and taking all the measures and the directives that you've been given by the government on this time of the pandemic. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here, welcome back and thank you for the support. We are now at 239. Guys, we're almost getting to 500. Tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your friend. And if you're watching, kindly, please, just subscribe down here. Hapa chini kuna place utaona a red button. Just subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that you will be notified any time that I'm going to be bringing up a new video. So today I'm just going to go straight to the point, and today I will be giving my testimony. And before I go on, I'm going to start with the verse that has taken me through for so many years, because I think this verse, I read this verse when I was probably in class 6 or class 5, and it has been helping me through, and it is Psalms 27 verse 1. This is what has kept me going. The Lord is the light of myself and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid of? The Lord is the stronghold of my salvation and my salvation. Yani, God ni yeye, my stronghold. Despite everything, the challenges I've gone, because I am a living testimony, guys. Yes, I have I've passed through a lot of things in this life, but you know what? I have not been shaken. And why? Because I had the word of God that was holding me. Now some people ask me, Shelmith, why are you usually so strong? Shelmith, why are you usually so strong? Like, where do you get your strength? Where do you get your energy? I'm like, maybe it's because I'm a sanguine. And then I'm like, okay, there's sanguines who are not strong. Not that I am bragging that I am a strong woman, but I can say with them, through what I've gone through and the capacity to withhold the pains, the rejections, so many things, I am strong. So let me go straight to my testimony. I'm a born again Christian, and yeah, will I say I'm an orphan? Any tricky? Okay, I was raised by a single mom. Yes, now I know my dad, and I love my dad so much. Dad, wherever you are, if you will be watching this, I love you so much. And yeah, God knows that I love you so much. But I was raised by a single mom, and in my family we are just two, me and my brother. But the age difference between me and my brother is around 8 to 9 years. So we are into different generations. But so we were not close with my brother so much when we were younger. But after my mom passed on in 2013, right? Yes. By that time I was working in Nairobi town, and so najua kuna mtu anauza 2013 ulikuwa unafanya kazi. Yeah, I started working I think in 2012. I started working in 2012 probably. So my mom passed on January Day 2013. It was my worst nightmare, guys. You know, we were close with my mom, and when she passed on, I used to live with my boss. I had a very nice boss, Mama Jimmy. Thank you, and God bless you. You know, there are those people who are your destiny connectors. She was one of my destiny connectors, my friend, my guys. I lived in Kayole, and I used to live in my boss's house, and she treated us well. So when my mom passed on in 2013, I'm now left. My brother was joining in Form 1. So I'm like, Shelmith, now you have to take over. And yes, and actually, that was the thing that made me become so strong, because like my mom was the voice of our family in a way. She was the last born in their family, but she had that voice that everyone used to listen to her, and now she has gone. So everybody, the brothers, my cousins, my nieces, alikuwa mtu wa watu. That's what I really want to say. So when she passed on, it was so bad that everyone was in deep sorrow. So I stood up and I'm like, Shelmith, you know what? You have to stand for your family. You have, everyone is crying. Everyone is. So by then now it's when we started getting close with my brother. Sorry, what? So when we started coming close with my brother, but there's something that happened during my months and everything. That in the preparation of my mom's burial, and so my aunties, my uncles, and my older cousins, but I was too young to make a decision. And I was like, my mom, by the way, my mom didn't used to go to church here. So I can say that not that I brought salvation in my family in a way, but at some point I feel like those people who become born again in my family, I was one of those pioneers of salvation in my family, So my uncles, my aunties had decided now that she passed on and she doesn't have to go to church. We are going to look for a pastor somewhere and pay him so that he can come and bury my mom. But again, I was like, guys, I have been a church member in my church. I have been a full member, and I have been following all rules. And in our church, the church I used to go to back then, I used to go to AIPCA Kayole. In our church, what happens if someone of a close family dies, they bury them if you are a full member. So I told them, no, I'm going to talk to my pastor and they are going to come and bury my mom. Wako like, no, hapana, wewe ni mtoto sana, unasema nini, hakuna kitu kama hiyo inaweza happen. With the small me, I just said one word. I told them, by the way, guys, this is my final one, this is my mom, yes, and I know she's your sister and she's your auntie, but my church is going to bury my mom. Hey! Sema sasa rejection kwanza hapo. My friend, I was rejected. No, it had to be that my church will bury my mom. I talked to my church and they talked to my church in Nyeri. I come from Nyeri. So they talked to my church from Karatina and they corroborated and they planned everything and my mom was buried. But during the burial of my mom, during that day, I had the money for the coffin. And guess what, guys? When I went to the bedroom, the money evaporated. Yes, pesa ilipotea. Shelmith, pesa iko wapi? Tunataka pesa, iko wapi? Kulikuwa. Okay, now what do I do? So I called a friend. I don't remember who I called. I don't know if it's Albert or who did I call. I don't remember. Albert was my computer teacher. And we were close friends by then. And I think he's the one I called. And he sent me some money. I don't remember well. So actually people didn't know. Me and you and the people who were in the room that I was. But the rest of the people, my aunties, my uncles, they don't know. But the story came later on. So there I was rejected. Not from my burial. They say they are going to support my brothers, do blah 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 blah. And I thank. But then now I love my family. I love my family. They are in my heart. Yes. So they say they are going to support my brother in school. Guess what? He's now back to school. No money, no school fees, no uniform. Shelmith, my brother, when he sent out from school, he just used to call me. He don't have anything. He just called me. So I'm like, Shelmith, what do you do? So some of my cousins, one of my aunts came through for me, but some said we can't afford the money, some said we can't do and all the stuff, and it's okay, you have priorities anyway. So maybe it was not a priority in their life, and I don't blame them. I thank God that for those who came through. So I struggled with my brother through till he completed high school, but after I went back to work, my boss started having issues saying that the husband is eyeing me, blah, blah, blah. It was really... Okay, she didn't tell me, she told someone else. this story was spoken when I was not around, and it got to me. And one day I was called in the morning, you fired, Shelmith. By then, I had moved out from the house because she started complaining to my aunt that I don't work, I go to church every time, I'm always on Keshas. Guys, do you go to Keshas from Monday to Sundays? I used to go to Keshas on Fridays, and she was aware. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, or I don't know, but yeah, I just think it was when rejections comes to you, it will follow you. It will look for routes to let you get scattered and all this stuff. So I'm getting calls from home. You always going to church and everything. So I'm like, okay, so what do I do? Shelmith, you need to think. So I left. I had saved 6,000, and that's what I started with. We were living with my friend Mary. I salute you. We used to live with my friend. We started life with her, and we were living in a house of 2,000, and sometimes it was bad. Paying that 2,000, my friend, it was not easy. But yeah, we survived. I started selling stones, building stones. Started selling chuma, the Y16, Y18, Y8, and all the stuff. Work was hard. I had to change my career now. I started doing plumbing. Things got tougher and tougher and tougher. Now this time all around, my brother is in high school. I'm paying rent. Yes, I have to survive in Nairobi. Then, just in that scenario, Mary left. Shelmith has been left alone. You have to pay that house. But who is God? God is a faithful God. This word kept on giving me strength that He is the stronghold of my life. Like, God, you are the pillar of my life. And I used to keep on reminding Him, you know what, God, you're the pillar of my life. I don't know what tomorrow awaits for me. I don't know what it's going to happen tomorrow. But God, you're holding my life. And small by small, I grew. I moved from that house. I went to a pet sitter, and so now life again became hard. Hakuna job, sina capital. That job needs a lot of capital. So me didn't have that capital. I started getting people, the foremen who want to work with me, they are leading me on. I'm like, Shelmith, I'm not going to trade my salvation for money. So I just quit and decided, you know what, Shelmith, you're quitting. So I called my cousin and told him, can we start a business? Yeah, he told me, we can do an M-Pesa. Guys, we went, I relocated from Nairobi to Ukambani. Akamba Mwasiata, Nizeki Kambani. Demu Kamba. So I relocated to Ukambani, and there we did M-Pesa. Our M-Pesa was stolen, and I felt frustrated and came back to Nairobi. I told them, by the way, this is not my life. So I came back to Nairobi, and by then I had gotten a boyfriend. Hey, how did I even forget to say that? I had gotten a boyfriend, and he used to work in, let me not say, because I don't want to mention him here. Kwa sababu zile vitu, hey, okay. God, Mungu abaki kuitwa Mungu. So I relocated. I told him, by the way, I have to relocate from this place to go back to Nairobi. And when I came back to Nairobi, I started from scratch again. Because already when I was relocating to Nairobi, I had sold some of my households. Others I had given out, and when you give out things, you don't go asking for them back, So when I came back, I went to Mary's place again. I stayed there, I think, for 2 weeks, then looked for a house, and I left. Chini miezi. Guys, ilikuwa hawker. I was a hawker, yes. But then I respect hawkers. I respect those people because I have been there. I know their struggles. Kanjo, kusumbwana na kanjo. Mimi nimeshikwa na kanjo, by the way, guys. Hey! Nairobi, kanjo, wamenishika gikomba. I was introduced to a business by a friend of mine. She's called Jane. Asheni, I salute you girl. Man, say, you helped me even in my salvation. We used to pray together with this girl, and she introduced me to selling clothes in Gikomba. So akanipeleka Isili, we looked for clothes za watoi. She showed me Gikomba where to go. We used to get to Gikomba by 5. My people, I used to get to Gikomba by 5. And then nikapata job ya promotion. Yeah, supermarket ya promotion. So I used to go to Gikomba by 5. Job hiyo tulikuwa tunaingia. Sana tulikuwa tunaenda weekend. So I used to get to Gikomba 5, then come, relax. On Friday I go to work in the promotion. And again, as time went on, I was promoted from promotion to merchandiser. So now this was a full-time job. So I didn't stop the Gikomba job. Because reason being, no, this time my brother has got completed. No, my brother completed high school in 2016. So this time he was in Form 4. Yeah, he was in Form 4. So I was still paying fees, and I was paying my house rent and what? My guy, people, my boyfriend at that moment, hey, he quit job. He was working in a certain bank and he quit job. Reason, he told me that at their job, it's making him feel like he's anachanganya ukuvu wake, because there's a lot of what is it called, not bribery, or corruption happening in that bank. So he told me, you know what, this is contradicting my salvation. So me, I'm quitting. I'm calling it quit. And I'm like, no, when you get ready, where will you go? So he told me, I'm looking forward to getting a job in cooperative bank. I don't know which bank. And I was like, right. And then he's this kind of guys at Nimesoma. So I don't think I'll do Manyuga. My friend, I told him, my papers are lying somewhere there. And I am doing Gikomba job. But anyway, I didn't tell him that, but I was feeling like, you know. But because I love this guy, I paid his rent for around 6 months. Yep, I did. Shelmith did. And I thank God. I don't regret. I don't feel like I was cheated. I don't feel like it doesn't hurt, because when you love someone, you can do anything for them. So at that point, so I knew I have to pay 2 rents, and I knew I have to do what, to pay my brother's school fees, and I have to survive in Nairobi. Na nataka kugrow. I am that person. I love looking good, guys. I love looking good. So even when I'm in problems, you'll never know. You'll be thinking this girl is kako. Saizo nimesota. But so I had to keep up with my pace, because I already had created, I don't want to say a brand for myself, but I had a standard of myself. I had moved from this level to this level. And I tell myself, if God has raised me from this level to this level, I'm not going back. No way I'm going back to the level that I was, despite what? At all costs. I rather not sleep. I rather spend sleepless nights working hard for me not to go back to where I came from. So I had to know, what am I going to do? I mean, what are you doing? So I used to work Gikomba and get to work at 9. So Gikomba tunafanya, I used to get there at 5, job inaisha around 8ish. So na job ile nilikuwa naingia 9. Asubuhi hakunanga traffic. So I just panda mat, go back home, take a shower, get to work. And that was it. And so God has been faithful to me so far. I will not give details of how much it has cost me pain to rebuild my family's relationship to me. They start seeing me like, a mature girl, and I thank God so far. So now, and I will jump from there to when I'm coming to get married. And see, when I told my family I'm getting married, they're like, I'm like, guys, I have matured up, I have grown up. So we passed through a lot of issues. My wedding was postponed, my Russia, my dowry was postponed. I don't know what they were thinking. Then there was this story of tribalism, of why should you have looked for someone from our land, no, and they're not telling me, so I'm just, you can tell by the look of things. So it was quite a tough time for me and my husband. I remember this particular time. We planned for introduction, and when we went there, I had talked to my uncles, my aunties, and everyone. And when we went there, none of my uncles turned up. Hola, I'm like, wait. So why didn't you turn up? So as no, we were planning, they didn't turn up, and for me, it's okay then, because it's not part of my life, you know. So me, I didn't have any problem. I just thought I realized to go. So it comes to planning of dowry. We talk with my uncle, and he tell me it's okay. But then we don't talk with people we don't know, and I'm like, wait a minute, why don't you know them? You didn't turn up. We planned for a date, and you didn't turn up. So what do you expect me to do? You know what? You have to come to my place. You have to go to your uncle's place. Shelmith. So we planned, went to my uncle's place. The other uncle did not turn up again. It was not easy. So actually, that was my first time. The first time my husband saw me, when I was so angry. Like, I was pissed off, you know. One day I was like, you know what, guys? If I thought of eloping with this guy, I would have done that. But I had that respect for you as my family, you know. I feel like dowry and all those things are supposed to be, it's just like respect, coming to acknowledge your parents. By the way, guys, I need to move on. I need to move on to the next level of life. And now here they are, like, no, so many things that had to happen, and I felt so agitated, and I was like, you know what, guys, this will be the last time that I'm visiting here. So if you're not finalizing all these things, me history, we'll just go get babies, and we are going to bring them to you guys. You bless them. Yeah, and I was like, for real. And then nilikuwa nimefika mwisho. So when I came back to Nairobi, I talked to a friend of mine. Baby, I talked to him. He's a very good friend of mine. He's now a friend even to my husband. So I talked to him, and he told me, just relax, just cool down, and let's see how it's gonna work. So my uncles called for a meeting, and they said, we want to talk, and we need to reconcile, to forgive one another, because we know we've hurt each other, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay. At this time I was like, you know what, guys, leo kama leo ni leo, you know, when we get there, I will najimwaga chini. But that guy told me, nilikuwa namwambia, by the way, nikifika huko wataniambia kama kuna mtu amenisomesha, kama kuna mtu alisomesha brother, kama kuna mtu alijua kwenye naishi na kula nini. I was so mad with my family. Manze, I was like, you know what? I can now go looking for my father and take my dowry to my father. Like, I know my dad. Then I told my uncle, you know what? I know my dad. And he's like, who told you that is your dad? And I'm like, yes, I know my father. And okay, that's a story for another day. So when we went there, I tried to hold my horses, but walikuwa wanani boil. So if you come and paint, it's my time to talk. I just asked 2 questions. 2 to 3 questions I asked them. 1. Okay, me told them, great, and I love you all, and I respect each and every one of you. But you see me as a kid so much, in that you feel like I can't make any decision of my life. Manze, kwetu, I still have people who call me Toto. I don't know how I'm going to change this. They still think that I'm a baby, by the way. But inaniokoanga tukienda ushago get together, I don't work. Hey, mtoto apati kazi yake ni kufagia. Yes, kazi yake ni kufagia. But anyway, I feel like they take me too much of a kid. Like they don't see like I've matured up. Sijui kama ni vile my mom was their last born, because now they used to see her as a baby, and now a baby got a baby, so I'm still a baby. You see, I don't know if you're getting me. You know, yeah. So, but finally, we reconciled. We became good friends, and we laughed about everything. And the reason that made me become that strong is the word of God. The word of God. Because if I didn't have the word of God, me how I say, ningefiatuka na mseya. But anyway, I thank God. Now let it come to marriage. Oh, we did a wedding, and our wedding was very colorful. I will be bringing to you one of these fine days, our wedding. It was a very colorful wedding. And now, after wedding, challenge number 1. My husband was fired from work. Challenge number 2. I was hospitalized in the first 3 months. I was hospitalized. My husband was fired from work. And I'm like, what the heck is this? But actually, when I was in hospital, I'm the one who used to encourage people. These people who came to see me was say, well, maximum, man. I will not say I owe you, because I don't think I owe you, but I love you so much. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, Manze. If you hear your friend is in hospital, just check out. And all those people who checked out for me, those people who came through for us, Manze, I love you so much, and thank you very much. May God bless you for me, you know. So, and that will be the next story, and that's why I told you I introduced my husband, because about that hospitalization we will be talking deep, because it is something that is affecting so many people, and we will be talking about it. Check out for the next video to know why I was in hospital, and I have been in hospital for the same issue twice. Just the other day, last month, okay, we're in June, yeah, May. I was admitted in hospital on 5th of May, and I stayed in hospital for a whole week. Like, it was a serious thing. It's a very serious thing, and we are going to be talking it through in the next video. And through those, they were very hard, very hard, very hard. When I say very hard, and this is where people get depressed. I thank God I'm not depressed. Traumatized. I thank God I'm not traumatized. But it took me time to heal. I'm still healing till today. I still feel, you know, that feeling. Why me? Why? But the word of God is telling me that faith that is not tested, is not faith. As in, it will not adapt. It will not adapt to anything. You know, you have to be tested. Just like Job was tested. He was tested with his wealth, health, everything that he owned. Just for God to say how, or the motive. What motive did Job have in his faith? You know, even when you have in faith, do you have a good motive for that faith? Are you trusting God because you want him to? Are you trusting God because of the blessings that comes with trusting God? Are you trusting God because you trust him that in the good and the bad time that you're trusting God? Can you trust God when you're in hospital? Guys, it's not easy. Manze, it is not easy. But you know what? The motive of your faith is what that determines. If you're going to trust God when you're going through problems, if you're going to keep on trusting God, even when you feel like your strength, you can work with your strength to get something, you know, at some point it comes in life, you feel like, you know what, if I had used my way, man, I would have gotten out of this place. But can you trust God when your house has been closed? You don't have rent. Can you trust God when you're in hospital? It is sound cliche, but for me, I did. Actually, the song that the first time I was in hospital, the song that used to keep me going is I'm Going to Overcome, and I'm an Overcomer by Ada. And I was an overcomer. I'm an overcomer. And I thank God. I thank God for my doctors. I thank God for the nurses. And for that time, my testimony, I think I have just summarized it, because if I go into details, there's a lot that I have skipped. A lot of things that I have skipped. Those are just the things that I wanted to capture. I wanted to capture rejection. I wanted to capture faith. Yes, those two, faith and do you have faith? Like in the season of my pre-wedding, wedding, and all this stuff, I had faith, and the motive of my faith is not the blessing that is coming with this faith, but the God that will give me that blessing. You know, I knew that I have passed through a lot. Manze, hata my breakup, so not just jonglele over stories. Guys, have been broken up. Manze, tumejenga nyumba. Kuingia, I didn't. But anyway, hey, guys, I've just remembered. And that house was 5 bedroom. I designed the house, my friend. Nimechagua marangi. But anyway, it's okay. That was not meant to be mine. And I thank God. And hello to my ex. Najua. Yes, yeah. And I know you're happy that I'm not married, and you're not married. You're happy, married with your family, and I'm happily married with my family. You know, we thank God, and we should. You know, sasa zingine tunakuwa na kireri ati tukipatana na chali lazima tuone, na labda God alikuwa anataka tu tukue mabeshte, si ndio? Ama ni aje buda, you know. So me, I don't do what atukosanange, like you're my ex, and okay, you are my friend, you are my guy, you are my boyfriend, or atukufika fiancé level. I think nimefika fiancé level once. My husband, you know, he's my husband. You are my boyfriend. Tulikosana, atukukosana, like we just saw that we can't live together, manze. Kuna mwenye aliniambia mimi nakaa kumnyima food, manze, but me, I'm not mean. You know, I'm very generous. I'm a giver. Ni vile tu ulikuwa umenikasirika. Yes, taka nikukasirika. Anyway, so life is good. I thank God for today, that today I can stand and say, God, you have been my strength. That God, your word you've kept your word to me. You've told me you're going to be the stronghold of my salvation, and then you have been the stronghold of my salvation. My salvation has been shaken so many times. Guys, it has been shaken so many times. Na feel manze, hata mimi naweza feel na masponye, you know. I'm that girl in Nairobi. Every girl around you are gonna sponsor. But then, Shelmith, you're born again. Remember, you're born again. And that kept me. Yes, niko chini. Naona kuna wase wanani. They are seeing me. Yeah. But, girl, you're born again. And you're not gonna trade your salvation. You know, you should know the value of what you have. Because the moment you lose it, that's when you start evaluating it. Evaluate it now. So what is the value of your salvation? What is the value of my salvation? The value of my salvation, I don't want to trade my salvation for money, for anything that's gonna end. I always tell even my husband, I rather trust in God and believe in God. I know we've never had someone go to heaven and come back and tell us that God is here, blah, blah, blah. So I rather trust in God. And at the end, nifikange nipatange hakuna Mungu. Kuliko, I don't trust in God. Then tukienda huko, tunapata, this is God. He is here. And you have nothing to do about it. Because I trust in His word, He said that hell is for those who are liars, those who don't trust in Him, those who blah, 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 blah. I don't want to go to hell. So heaven is real. I believe heaven is real. Despite hatujambiwa kuna mtu alienda heaven akarudi. Enoch went and never came back. So, but heaven is real. I believe it's real. Just as I believe that God is real. So, let's trust in God and let's have good motives. in our faith. Let's not just trust God because of the blessings that comes with trusting in God. Let us not get salvation just because of people will say, what is your relationship between you and God? How has God helped you? God has brought me through mountains, and today I can stand and saying that He's a victorious God. So guys, that will be the end of my testimony, because nikiendelea we can talk the whole day, and I thank God for you, and thank you very much for your support, and kindly wait for the next video. We will be talking on a very sensitive topic, but very educative topic, because I myself didn't know before. I went through it. I didn't know before. I've